Angry Vincent Kompany makes feelings on refs clear after Chelsea controversy. I'm not shying away. Burnley boss Vincent Kompany has responded after making his anger clear on the Chelsea touchline during Saturday's 2-2 draw at Stamford Bridge, which saw his side controversially reduced to 10 men. Vincent Kompany claims the standard of refereeing hasn't been good enough this season, and says he doesn't care if he is fined for his criticism. Kompany was sent off at Chelsea for disputing Lorenz Insigne's controversial red card and penalty in Saturday's 2-2 draw, and it was the latest in a long line of calls against Burnley. Kompany understands that officials are under more scrutiny because of the introduction of VAR, but he feels standards have slipped this season. And he says he is ready if he fined again for expressing his views. I'll keep saying what I think, I'm not shying away from it, and I've said it to the referees themselves. Refereeing hasn't been good enough this season, said the Burnley boss. I've said that in I think a constructive way, understanding as well the fact it's not easy for them. The scrutiny is massive, the pressure is bigger than it's ever been on the officials. I think the addition of VAR and more opinions and more officials doesn't make it easy for them to do their jobs. So that's absolutely something I take into consideration. But I came into this country and I think I said it as well at the beginning of last season that English refereeing was the best in the world. Always. The reason being I felt common sense was always trying to be applied. You make a mistake and we all have a laugh about it, and usually the traditional view is that it all evens itself out over the course of a season. This year, I haven't felt like this. Where we are in the league doesn't really matter for me, it's not in that conversation. It's just when I draw back to my years of experience, either sharing the pitch with the officials and now talking to them, there's a lack of consistency and there's probably a little reflection needed to make sure we improve the standards in our game. I'm not afraid to say it in that sense, because I remember I saw the interview of my colleague, Chris Wilder, who I'm fond of and who I really respect, and he said he's a hard-working Yorkshireman, so he doesn't want to find anymore. I haven't got any issues with being fined. I just want it to be right. It's not something I say in a vindictive way. You can see I'm not even as angry anymore. We've just got to get it right, and at this moment in time, it's fallen short. Kompany says he has spoken to referees Chief Howard Webb at the PGMOL about his issues and says the problem will not be solved in one conversation. I've done so already, but I don't think it's something you solve in one meeting, he said. I'm saying it in this way because we were in the championship last year, and I felt I had a stronger reference point. It felt a lot more like what I experienced in the 11 years I played in the Premier League. It felt a lot more like the flow of the game, the flow of decisions, the intention behind decisions. I could reference it back to all the things I experienced for so many years in my career. This season hasn't been the case, and I have stated that. The frustration comes from the fact that it's a succession of mistakes and the effects on points and the effects on our season. I suppose all of gives you a feeling of, it just makes me more angry when the next moment comes. I'll have to do my best, just hope it won't happen again this season. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this, don't forget like and subscribe this channel. Goodbye.